Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the new series I'm doing. And so I made a new base, as you can see over there. You'll get a deeper look and kind of reorganized everything. So I'll get into it, but first I'm going to share the background. And so I guess the best way to put it is, so this planet is headed by Keli company. And they had a main base, but that main base was taken over by the droids. So they had to retreat back to this, secondary outpost, you might say, and they fortified this. But the problem is they want to retake their base, but the droids have overwhelming numbers, and Keli doesn't have enough troopers to hold his base and take over the new base. So what he did is he called in reinforcements to try to punch through the Separatist blockade. So they sent General Skywalker, and so he's in the gunship with Captain Rex. And so pretty much they're arriving right as the droids are sending like a little small attack force. Like, you know, they have so much. I'm sorry, my neighbor's like mowing the lawn, I'm sorry if you can hear that. But so they sent a little small force to, keep the clones aware that, hey, we're still here, we're a threat, So they have this like nice little front line. I'm so sorry about my neighbors. Probably should have done this later. I have some bad allergies. But anyway, let's get into it. So first, we'll go over to the droids, and the droids have come and with a small little attack force. They have 3 jet troopers, 12 battle droids. Some were deployed from the carrier and some were deployed from the AAT. Like if you've seen the Clone Wars, the first episode where some 4 droids run out of the back or whatever. And then there's some super battle droids that are also on the carrier. And so they're going up against the nice little Republic front line, I guess you could call it, or like security door, whatever you want to say. And so this has the little turret that's been in all of our videos. And so he is pointing at the droid carrier, about to knock that out, which doesn't really matter anymore because it has no guns and the droids have been offloaded. But anyway, whoopsies, sorry about that. There's multiple clones up here. Some gunships have already come, but not many. But most have been shot down. So there were some clones, and some clones were able to survive. Like this one has been here, and he has a rocket launcher, and he's lining up that tank before it blows away the front line. Then we have the little, it's not an ATRT. Let's just call it the Republic Scout Walker. And so then this heavy gunner over here, and this guy over here. Here's the main gate. So if someone's coming, they go by here, and if they're not authorized, they'll be shot here. If they somehow get past, they have to maneuver by these tank traps, and then they'll be attacked by the machine gun plus this gate. So yeah, and so this trooper here has like a tiny like a holopad, where they can send signals. And while he's talking to that ARC trooper over there, which I'll get into. But so that's kind of like the front line. We got a mortar and the pistol for if the mortar crew gets overrun. They can just pull out that pistol because you can't use a mortar in close quarters. But over here, as I showed earlier, it's like Captain Keli talking to Rex and Anakin, hey guys, you're arriving in the battle. I need some help at the front line. Can you guys help me? And yeah, so that's what they're saying. And they're already starting to offload some clones, and the Z-95 is taking off with the pilot there. So the reason let's pause here. Yeah, the reason this video took so long is I'm buying an AT-OT, and it's not a real one. It's like one of those 100, one of those that's really identical to Lego and has all the real clone minifigures. And I've been trying to decide what to get, and there's one from California that would get here, by the end of the week for $140, and then there was one from the United Kingdom that would be either here by the end of this week or by October 28th. So I was going to see if I wanted to wait for it, and I just decided not to wait for it. So I just decided to make the video now. So hopefully that will be here soon and be in the next video or the next video. I'm planning on making this a trilogy. But over here, it's the ARC Trooper that I showed earlier, and he has this little communication device. And pretty much what that clone is saying is like, "Sir, we need reinforcements on the front line. Like, we need your squad here now." And the squad is in there, as you can see, running. Excuse me. And so here's the little weapons table. You know, you got a jetpack, got some blasters, got some rocket launchers. You got like a lapel or whatever it's called. It goes on your shoulder, some crates. And here is the command center with all like the radar and stuff, and they're like analyzing a droid for information, you know. But as we get in here, you can see, and over there at the far corner we have that little table and the communication panel. It's like a communicator, so you can communicate to like other bases, or like, you know, like it's be like a cell phone in a barracks, you know. So that's over there, and that's the little, and that's the little panel that, you know, you send the signal with. And so now to get actually into like the barracks, you have a nice little water cooler that came with a Lego City police set that I used to have. Like I used to have a lot of Lego City stuff. Like I had the fire station, I had the police station, and not like the new ones, but the old ones. Like I don't know how to explain. But you have like the cots or the beds, and if you can see in there, there's like an officer in there, and he's like mad, you know, because he was in the middle of his nap, you know, his break off, and the droids are attacking. And like I said earlier, the droids have like a bunch of forces and have been probing this base over and over again. So the clones are kind of used to it, you know. It'd be like on Guadalcanal when the Japanese bombers would fly over and drop bombs just so they couldn't sleep. So it'd be like that. And over here, you have the nice little vehicle bay. Now this originally had an ATTE in it, the 2001, not the 2013. But I decided to get rid of it in favor of like a, you know, small little vehicle bay that can fit multiple vehicles, and I kind of like this better. So you have the main BARC speeder, and then that old clone speeder that came in like an old Clone Trooper battle pack that, you know, had like still like the face to where you could see through the helmets or whatever. You know what I'm talking about. And then you have a TX225, and you have that little speeder. It won't come to me, the name of it. You know what I mean. But here, you know, the little refueling bay, and like also like a fuel pump and some like secondary controls for the door. And here are the main controls for the inside and the main controls for the outside door. And there's a door right there. Let me hold my phone. So you can get like in, and oopsies, knocked over a ladder, in and out there. But these three clones are running, and they're just gonna be ground troops instead of the vehicles. And over here, there's a ladder and stuff. And like I said, there used to be an ATTE, and so my whole thing was like they're preparing a strike with the ATT, and there's a bunch of clones, like they needed ladders to board onto it. Since I got rid of that, I just didn't really get rid of the ladders. So, yeah. And then over here is the shield generator that I talked about that was made by my friend. And here is like a little droid pushing a cart full of supplies. And I kind of get this idea from, I rewatched Chris Productions, I think, based on Felucia. He had a really cool, like, cart that could go up and down his vehicle bay. So I kind of got a little idea for that. And then over here is like some fuel and stuff, because it's like the landing pad, you know. So, yeah, that's been my new base on, well, I don't really have a planet name for it yet. So if you have a good name, you can put it in the comments if you want. Like and subscribe if you like the content. I mean, it's free. It's not like Twitch. And if you subscribe and you regret it, which I hope you don't, you can unsubscribe. And before I go, there's one little thing that I was trying to do. Is I tried to have a bathroom because I found this nice little weird toilet. So I was gonna have a clone sitting on that, but I just couldn't really. It didn't really work, I felt. So, yeah, that has been my clone base. Thanks for watching. Bye.